Let's talk about what makes an atom. There are three particles that make an atom: electron, proton, and neutron. Electrons have negative charge on them. Proton has positive, while neutron has no charge on them. It means they are neutral. Now let's talk about the chemical symbol. X represents the element symbol, while A on the top of it is the mass number, which is the number of protons and neutrons in an atom. Z represents the atomic number, which is the number of protons in any atom. Let's see an example. Here is the potassium. A is the mass number, which is the number of protons and number of neutrons, while Z represents the atomic number, which is number of protons. Let's see the difference between the mass number and atomic mass. Mass number is the number of protons and neutrons of an element. However, atomic mass is the number of isotopes present of that element. Now let's talk about the neutral atom. In a neutral atom, electrons are always equal to protons. For example, once we have taken an example of the potassium, here is its atomic number. How do we know its atomic number and atomic mass? That is from the periodic table. As you can see, potassium is present here. You can see on the top of it is written the atomic number. Atomic number, number of protons and electrons are always equal in a neutral atom. How can we find the number of the neutrons? We can find the number of the neutrons by subtracting the number of protons from an atomic mass. So what we get is 20, which is the number of neutrons of the potassium element. Now let's talk about ions. Ions are the elements with a charge, whether positive or negative. In an ion, electrons are not equal to the number of protons. Let's take an example of an ion with a negative charge on it. In this case, we have phosphorus with a negative charge on it. Let's see in the periodic table where the phosphorus is present. On the top of it, we have atomic number, which is 15. So, writing the atomic number here, 15, atomic mass is 30.97. In this case, we can write 31. The number of protons and atomic numbers are equal here. To figure out the number of the neutrons, we have to subtract number of protons from the atomic mass. In such case, we have 31 atomic mass and number of protons are 15. So we got the number of the neutrons, which are 16. To figure out our electrons, we are going to subtract the total charge from the number of protons. We have number of protons here, 15. Subtracting the total charge, which is -3 here. These two are going to multiply, giving us the number of electrons, 18. Always remember that if we have an ion with a negative charge, this is going to add the number of electrons, since we all know electrons are negatively charged particles. Let's take an example of an ion that has a positive charge on it. We have phosphorus with a positive charge. Once again, looking at the periodic table, phosphorus has an atomic number 15. So we are going to take atomic number 15. We know that the number of protons are equal to atomic number. Atomic mass is 31. To figure out the number of the neutrons, we are going to subtract number of protons from the atomic mass. Atomic mass is 31, subtracting the number of protons, and we got number of neutrons, which are 16. To figure out the electrons, protons, and the total charge will be subtracted. Number of protons we have here are 15. We are going to subtract the positive charge 3 from it. In a result, we got total number of electrons 12. Remember, once we have the positive charge on an ion, it means the number of electrons have been reduced. If you have any problem in your homework or you have any inquiry, just give a comment below and I will answer that.